How's everyone doing out there in YouTube land? This is Ronnie Keon coming to you one more time to talk to you about life. There's a valuable lesson that I've learned, especially as a person who is an introvert, and I spend a lot of time observing rather than speaking. There's a valuable lesson that I've learned that you cannot tell folks your dreams, right? Dreams were meant to be between you and God, right? Because when you have a dream, oftentimes that dream is so big that many may not see the point of even pursuing it. You know, when I look at even companies, especially tech companies, that's all around us, it all starts from a dream. It all starts from an idea, and those ideas became reality in their execution of things, and they put forth the discipline and the hard work to be able to bring that idea to reality. Innovation is spawned from having a dream. Dreams are spawned from being able to visualize something in your mind of the potential and the possibilities of what could be brought into the reality, so that it would make the lives around you better, so that it will create solutions to propel humanity forward in whatever niche or specificity that you are skilled in. In the initial stage of dreams, I found that it's important to write it down. With dreams, you have to start somewhere. You know, no one wakes up with a dream and becomes successful overnight. And you have to have a dream. You know, I even look at how KFC got started with, Colonel Sanders, and he was in his 60s, and when people have a dream, the ones who may not see that dream at first, sometimes there's a lack of vision, and sometimes because it may not line up to their path, those dreams may be irrelevant. I've always been an ambitious person, and I've always dreamed big, in my life, no matter what it is. And I've used discipline to be able to overcome certain obstacles. In life, I faced many obstacles, that could have derailed me, and that could have caused me to give up and throw in the towel. But what keeps me grounded first is God himself. What keeps me grounded is the fact that God has given me a chance to wake up in the morning, to see a brand new day, so that I could work on those dreams. Now, those dreams comes from your level of creativity. After you dream, now you have to be able to put what's in your mind on paper. And then now you have to put systems in place where now that dream could become reality of what you see in your head. And you have to be able to become an expert in the certain skill set that that dream requires. And this is how I look at dreams. I look at dreams as the possibilities, you know. And normally when people bring out these things into reality, it is always aligned to their passions. It is always aligned to what they are good in. It is always aligned to their giftings, you know. Especially me as a musician, you know, I know for a fact, and especially I know for a fact that my dreams would always be revolved around something that has to do with music or have to do with tech. So it is always the merging of two worlds, you know. And I always know that it takes time to be able to put forth the effort and the discipline to bring these things into fruition. And so it's important that when you have a dream, you initially do it in silence, because if you should present dreams to people, what you're really presenting is a blank canvas that has no paint. And so when you say a dream, what people see is a blank canvas, because nothing is being pulled out from the reality. And if you're not careful, sometimes those dreams, you know, because of the words of discouragement from people, you would want to throw away that dream or break up that canvas, if you will, you know. But my encouragement to anyone who are big dreamers out there is that if you have a plan and you have a vision and you have a dream, write it down. And you strategically work on it day by day. If you're disciplined, you know, everyone have their different dreams and their different aspirations. Sometimes two dreams may not align together, but everyone have their dreams. It is what makes us unique as individuals, is what makes us unique as human beings, to be able to create, you know. And for us to be able to create something from our mind, it is an expression of God who is within us. Why? Because all of this world in which we see was in the thoughts of God himself. And the nothingness around him in the universe and the expanse of time was like a canvas, and he needed to put some paint on it. God, in his infinite wisdom, had a plan that, I'm going to create life, the all-existing infinite being. I'm going to create life, and that starts within the mind of God. And when I see that God had a vision to be able to bring out reality and the physical world by speaking, and when he spoke it, it echoed into the eternity, right? And so what was birthed was space, time. What was birthed was the stars, the galaxies. What was birthed for different civilizations that span across all the universe. What was birthed was this earth in which we live on. What was birthed was those things that are celestial and other things that are celestial, other things that are terrestrial, which is on the earth. And that comes from the mind of God. Because the mind of God brings a level of originality to the table. The devil, Satan himself, is a counterfeit, and he's always going to copy the ideas from the original being. Because God is the source of all dreams and aspirations to be able to paint something on the canvas. And when we have the aspirations and dreams in which we have in our life, we are expressing God. The Bible said that he caused man to have dominion over the earth, right? In the book of Genesis. And in order to have dominion, there has to be some level of a dream in mind, or a vision in mind, a mission to be able to push forth humanity in where it needs to go. Dreams were meant to pull itself from your mind into reality so that God will get the glory. And when your dreams are aligned with the heart of God, this is where he gets the glory. So dreams, don't give up on your dreams. Make sure that your dreams is aligned with the heart of God. Because when you think upon your dreams, remember, no one around you is able to see into your mind. And you're thinking to yourself, man, sometimes that dream may be too big, but you're mapping out in your mind and shaping, oh, I could place this right here. I could place that right here. And God is actually seeing you thinking these things, right? And you're creating these things in your mind. This is how God is, because we are made in the image of God, and we come from God, and we are children, and we are sons of God, because we are able to bring things into the reality. When we are able to bring things into reality, it comes from a belief in us to be able to adhere to one path so that we bring it into fruition. This is what dream does, right? Because a dream is interchangeable with vision. And that with that vision now, you have to have a mission and how you're going to proceed and enact those dreams that you have. Many are the plans of a man's heart, but is the counsel of God which shall stand. And so we have to find out what is the counsel of God for our lives. Not the counsel that other people may tell you. It's important to have wise counsels around you and not foolish counsels. This is how dreams are birthed, so that you could be able to bring it into fruition. I look at the NVIDIA CEO and how that company was formed, and they are the leading company in artificial intelligence now. And it all started from a Denny's restaurant. The CEO met with other top engineers from their job, and they were working and everything like that, and they had the expertise in their field. And I look how they took a leap of faith to create something that no one else was doing at the time. To create, at first, GPUs, these graphic video cards that wasn't invented, so that we could be able to play these, beautiful looking 3D rendering games on our computers that we see today. That's normalized now, right? And he mixed the technology from video games like Sega and the possibilities of what you could do with which was just a standard video card, and merge it together. And of course, over the years, they have improved upon that. And that comes from one idea. One idea, right? And I'm sure he had to surround himself with like-minded people who will be able to bring those ideas to fruition. People who are able to dream big and have the skills and the expertise to be able to bring that to fruition. This is what Dream does. And as a result of that man and the top engineers around him that took a leap of faith, and he faced the obstacles and the hardships in the beginning of his company, right? He was able to now become a household name. Only people with vision and expansion is able to dream big. If you do not have a visionary mindset, then, well, you will always be limited of what could be possible. This is Ronnie Kyung, and remember to dream big.